Hi and welcome to yet another tutorial. My name is Carolina and in this tutorial I'll show you how to make this cute maxi dress using my new sewing pattern called Lily. You can buy this pattern from my shop on Etsy and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. To start, pin together front and back lining pieces and sew them together on the shoulders and sides. I also want to mention in the beginning that you can make this dress without a lining if your fabric you're using is thicker and not so much see-through. Then repeat the same steps with the main fabric panels. Place the left bodice on the wrong side and left lining on the right. Insert the lining inside and sew them together on the neckline. Be careful not to stretch the fabric when you sew. Then repeat the same steps with the right bodice panel. Turn the whole piece to the right side and press the seam using an iron. Moving on to the straps, take a piece and fold it in half. Sew them so they are not more than ½ centimeter wide. As I'm using quite thin fabric, I won't cut off any seam allowance. Turn the strap to the right side using a loop turner or a safety pin. Press the strap using an iron and then fold inside one end of the strap and top stitch. Then measure 5 centimeters from the shoulder seam of the back panel, mark that place with a pin and undo a few stitches. Insert the unfinished end of the strap into the gap on the left and right panels. Make sure to run a back tack stitch so the strap stays in place. Moving on to the sleeve, measure 10 centimeters from the bottom of the sleeve panel and mark a line using pins. You could also use a chalk if you prefer. Then cut a small piece of an elastic and sew it to the sleeve on the wrong side of the fabric, following the line we just made. Then fold the sleeve in half and sew the side seam together. Then overlock the seam allowance. To finish off the bottom of the sleeves, fold it twice by approximately ½ centimeter and top stitch. Next, insert sleeves into the armholes. Pin the sleeves starting from the underarm, and once you get to the shoulder seam, create a small pleat from the excess fabric. Sew the armholes and then overlock the seam allowance. Moving on to the skirt, take front and back lining pieces and sew them together right side to right side on the sides. Then overlock the seam allowance. To finish the hem of the lining, fold it twice by 1/2 centimeter and top stitch. Then repeat the same steps with the main fabric skirt panels. Sew them together right side to right side and finish the hem with a double fold and a top stitch. Now with skirt on your wrong side and lining on your right side, insert skirt into the lining and pin the waistband together. Next, pin the bodice panel to the waistband, starting from the side seam and moving toward the ends. Sew the waistband of the dress and overlock the seam allowance. Make sure not to cut off too much of the seam allowance. Then take an elastic and sew it to the seam allowance of the dress. And that's it, your own perfect Lily dress. Thank you for watching.